Alright guys, back in the bait caves here in January. We got a little bit of a warm front. It's peaked I think about 46 today, so didn't have enough time to do any fishing. So we're going to make some baits while it's warm here in the daytime. It's supposed to get down like, I don't know, high 20s, everything's going to get frozen up. So while it's warm, we're going to take advantage of this warm day we have, and we're gonna make some baits. So I'll show you what we got here. So this is the last bait we poured, kind of trying to mimic a rainbow trout. I think we're gonna pour another batch of these. I still got some plastisol, so I think I'm gonna try to get that pink line a little more up around the eye and put a little bit more white in it. But it didn't turn out bad. It's gonna be for our muskie. So we got a muskie. I got a muskie rod, and I got a reel in order. So we're gonna get stocked up on some baits, and as long as the weather cooperates, and we're gonna be throwing these babies. So stay tuned. We're gonna show you what we got going on. Alright, so we got Dead on Plastics blue crawl for our color here. So it gives a good like rainbow trout kind of greenish color. And we got some Ivy Shimmer from Hobby Lobby and some large black flake for that. And let's see. So for this kind of pinkish color for the stripe, I got some blood flake in there from Dead on Plastic, and it's got some kind of shimmer to it, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see it or not. So what we got MF's crayfish, another crayfish color. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like a pinkish color with nothing, but then we added a couple drops of Dead on Plastics red to give it this kind of like a darker color for our stripe down the center. And what do we got? And let's see here. So for our white, kinda, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's kind of weird lighting. So we got Dead on Plastic Snow Shine for the belly. So we're gonna melt this down. We're probably gonna make a couple more, and then we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna try to make some other stuff while it's warm, since we can't get any fishing in. So we're gonna see what happens, and we might make some rip wraps here too. Walleye, you know, while we're musky fishing, might as well try to catch some walleye too. So might as well make some walleye baits while we're out here. So stay tuned. Show you what we get into. Alright guys, we're getting ready to pour the back. we poured it up to the eye right there. I don't know if you can see or not. And then we're going to layer that pink layer, try to get a little more center of the trout. Let's see, like this one here, kind of low. We're going to try to pour it about center of the eye here, about down through here, get a little more white in it. That's what we're shooting for. Try to get a little more, well, I'll do it left-handed so you can see, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but here we go with the belly. Get a little sloppy there, but you know, we're just getting back into bait making. So there we go. So we'll pull this off, let it cool. Alright guys, we got the mold poured. We're gonna let it cool down, then we're gonna try to inject some other, maybe we'll do some swim baits. So you see Patches, he's like, oh man, we're going fishing. Ready? He's fired up. Alright, so I guess stay tuned and see what color we come up with on this. I guess for these colors we're just going to do a little remill. We got kind of like this green pumpkin color, and then we got what we just poured, the white, and then we got some of this kind of like a gold, I think it looks like a mine dust color, kind of translucent. So We're gonna get these melted down, see what they turn out with. We're gonna do probably a we might do the, what do we got, 5.4, the whip wad, and then we're gonna do some probably swim baits out of it and see how they turn out. Should be a good color, kind of natural, so stay tuned, see what we get. Alright guys, it's done cooled down, so we want to open it up, see what we got. I done pinched the sides off, so trimmed it up a little bit. Bad pouring job, but we'll see what we got. Do a real time. I didn't peek. Let's see, I guess we'll open it up like this. Oh yeah, what we got here? That looks pretty good right there, guys. Oh yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Compared to, this is what we were, the original pour, and then this is what we came up with. We throw some eyes on there, it's going to turn out pretty good, I believe. What do you think, guys? Get it out of the mold here. Get some eyes on it, it'll look pretty good. Patches like, yeah man, we're gonna turn him loose. Get in. Do a real time. Just a stick. Well, trying to. Alright, so this is what we got. I'll try to straighten it up here. Almost kind of like a baby bass color, kind of. Can't really tell by the lighting. We'll pull one off here and try to get some light on it. So it's pretty good. So I made some of those. Try them out. I guess almost like a baby bass, I guess. Just kind of made it out of remelts, what we had laying around. We had that. So still a little warm. This is the 4.5 whip wad. We poured them solid, we didn't pour it weedless. So maybe we can find some good hooks to hook through the head so I can get a good hook up. Yeah, they turned out really good. So here we go. That's how they turned out. Pull one out here so you can get a better look at it through the light here. Kind of like a green translucent tail. Kind of. So we poured this a solid belly. We didn't do the weedless, so we can get a good, basically like a jig head. So we might not put no eyes on this. We might trim this back, and then some of the jig heads have eyes on them already. So that way we can get a good hook sticking out of here. So maybe we'll try to, I don't know, drum up a muskie, walleye. We're gonna be fishing in the cold, so let's see. What do you think, guys? Had my mold blow out on these Helgamites. I did kind of the same color with those. I did manage to get two, so trout season's coming up. I might try to pour some, I don't know, some more colors. That's kind of like a translucent. But it's nice how the tentacles filled out. I heated the mold up on the hot plate first, so I couldn't get them to fill out before, but I think that was the problem. The mold, you got to preheat the mold so it can fill out. So since trout season's in, we might try to come up with a little bit darker color, maybe a whitish belly and maybe like a brownish color. I don't know. We'll try to come up with something here. Trout season's coming in. They're already stocking trout, but haven't had a good opportunity to get out yet, so we're gonna try to do a couple of these as well. So stay tuned. We'll pour a couple of these. I'm gonna look through my remelt pile and try to get like a brownish color and maybe a lighter whitish color on the bottom, or maybe what I just poured. That's not too bad for a belly color. I think the top needs to be a little darker, so I might try to look in my remelt pile and see what I got. So stay tuned. We'll pour some, try to get some of those as well.